Algernon's October with the check-in on Hip Hop United. Now listen, I'm a 74 baby, so that means that our next guest worked in tandem with my beautiful mother to spoon feed me the finest grade of R&B, funk, soul music food that made me greedy for upscale showmanship that these gentlemen bring to the table. We're going to find as many flowers as possible to give to these architects who put bricks into the foundation of the sounds we hear today. Legends only. We got Jimmy Brown and Curtis Reynolds from Brick featuring Jimmy Brown. How you doing?
Man, look here, I'm doing real good, and it feels good.
Hey, how you doing over there, Curtis?
Real good. It feels a wonderful day for Jimmy and
Wonderful.
Listen,
Wonderful
man,
day, man.
we love having you two up in here. I've been looking forward to this ever since I heard y'all were going to be in the building.
Well,
I
thank
appreciate y'all being a part of my soundtrack and creating timeless classics that we are still listening to
Listen
today,
today.
gentlemen.
Okay.
Let's
Wonderful,
jump into
man.
it, man.
That's
Let's
wonderful.
jump into it. Now,
Okay.
March of this year, sir, you mentioned earlier you turned 80.
That's right. I turned 80 years old in March of last year, March the 16th. 80 years old, man. I've been out here for a long, long time.
Man.
You know what I mean? And Curtis is 70.
I'm going to say, you just turned 74.
74 in February. So I'm February, baby. I turned 74.
Wow. Now,
That's
that's
right,
a
man.
huge milestone. So before
Right.
we jump into the music and everything you've done, you gentlemen tell me, what is the secret to being able to live to see 80 and 74 years old? Talk about that. Y'all look
Well-
good. Talk to me.
Well, I would say one of the main things is being nice to everybody and being nice to yourself. And, you know, try to do things to help people. And you know, like I've taught music and all that with kids and everything, man, to try to teach kids about things and that's what it's really about learning. And you know, that's my thing. I think with that, it satisfies, you know, my whole body by doing that, and I think that just gives me happiness, man, all the way up to 80 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
I'm
Curtis.
basically the same way. Jimmy and I both, believe it or not, are very spiritual. And I'm going to share a quick story, and this is for all the black people out there. Jimmy and myself both survived prostate cancer. Jimmy was cleared of prostate cancer today. Both of us. That's
Both of
it.
us.
And we've been, him and I, I'm his brother from another mother. Everything, so many things him and I have done. We're a mirror to each other. And we believe in God, we believe in faith, and we believe in going out here helping people. And a lot of times they spit on you, but you keep moving because it's about faith. And you got to believe in God and yourself.
That's it.
And anybody don't want to come along with that, you just got to look at them and say, hey, I appreciate you, but I got to go.
That's it.
Wow, that is amazing. First of all, I am happy you are here, sir.
Oh, well,
I'm
thank
happy
you.
that it sounds like you're going to be here another 80 plus with us or
Come
so.
on,
Hey, look
And
at
I love
Yeah.
your friendship. I love your camaraderie.
Oh,
And I
thank
love your faith. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, you know how many of us 70s and 80s babies, you know, I'm a little younger than y'all.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
We grew up listening to Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody.
There you go.
I listened to it as a kid, and then I saw the remake of Kid and Play
There you
as they
go.
came along and did it. So this is one of the most positive, feel-good songs you could ever put on, in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
Yeah.
What was the process of bringing this song to life, and did you know at the time it was going to be such a huge hit within the culture?
I would say, okay, first of all, Reginald Hoggers, Reggie passed. In fact, Reggie's on my phone right here. He's here with me. He was the lead guitar player. He was the one that created Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody. He came up with that. When he came up with that, I heard the track. And you know, and they said, well, man, you know, we need that heavy voice to come in, or groovy groove, you know, ain't gonna hurt nobody, you know. So they put me on the top, and all the rest of the guys, when we got together and sang the song. But when I heard that song, I said, it's something about this song. You know how you can hear a song from the beginning, and you said, man, yeah, that's a hit. There's no doubt about it. Boots on the ground. Okay, you see what I'm saying? When you hear that, you know what it is. So I felt that way about Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody, and the same way I felt the same way about with old eye.
Like,
You see what I'm saying? I felt when I knew that was gonna be a hit. You know.
yeah.
Yep. man.
Jimmy used to stay on me about doing that song. And because for years, Jimmy and I wouldn't do a Brick song and we wouldn't do a Ripple song because there was so much controversy around it. Everybody in the other camps would say, you can't do that song because you're messing up da 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 da. And so Jimmy and I just went out as Jimmy and Curtis. We didn't need Brick.
That's right.
We didn't need Ripple.
That's what called the name came about.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Curtis.
Yeah,
Got
because
it.
we couldn't
Yeah.
say Brick. We couldn't say Ripple. And then all of a sudden, we started finding out how powerful Ola Ola A and Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody. And,
The two of them.
Yeah,
together.
and Kid and Play, their career is where it is because of Ola Ola A.
Ola and
And Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody.
I mean,
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Because I got reintroduced to it. I mean, as a kid, I heard about it. My mom sang it around the house and all of that. And then, you know, as a teenager, because I came up in the period where Kid and Play was hot. You
Yep,
know,
that's right.
obviously, I got reintroduced to it to there. So even now, I still hear them doing it
Doing
in
that.
addition to the original. So. Along with Daz, like Daz is another timeless classic, you know, from Brick
yeah.
as well. Combination, what do you say, disco, funk, and jazz. That's where it
right.
came
That's
from.
where it came from.
One
That's right.
of your biggest hits, and it's been
Yes.
sampled by a lot of artists, put into a lot of films and things like
Yes.
that as well.
Yes.
How does it feel to have a song like that as well that's impacted generations?
well, you know, to have a song and it's a hit song like that, you know, from the beginning, and then you know you be out there with years and years, like right now.
Yeah.
You know, you can play Daz anywhere,
Yeah.
and people they still jump right in there, and you know, and the groove is there. I mean, the feeling for that is unreal. That's all I can say. It's just an unreal thing to have that music going on today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because when we came out with it, it was disco jazz, and the jazz and it was disco, but I was the jazz end. I played the horns and you know and the jazz lines and stuff like that in you know the flute, you know what I mean, and Daz. So it was a great thing, man. And then on top of that, the movie Rocket Man.
Okay.
I got a Oscar on that for playing in the movie the flute part
Wow.
and Daz. So that's in there. You know what I mean? So man, it's great. It's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, sir, you know, you're a legend, but that wasn't legendary enough. You went out and created another legend with Sleepy Brown
Yeah.
with that. Now, did he gravitate towards music naturally, or did, you know, and do you have a father and son collaboration potentially happening?
You know, with Sleepy, as a boy, you know, when I go out on the road and we'll go to different cities or whatever, he loved being out there around the music as a little fella, right? And next thing I know, he said, well, I'm going to be like my daddy. I want all the women
Hey,
to be, to be
That
around
was
me.
him.
I like that. I like that.
He said,
He following your footsteps, sir.
No, you know, see, I'm not the one that, you know, to be like that, but that was his thing, man. And from that time on, the next thing I knew, he was dancing in high school and stuff like that. Then he started singing, and they came up with the Dungeon Family. And, you know, I went down, I did some recordings and stuff like that with them. And next thing I knew, man, that, you know,
It was out there.
they were
Yeah.
out there. They were, you know,
was
really
out
going. And so I'm really happy for him. In fact, Sleepy and myself, we working on some stuff, and also Curtis.
Hey.
We working on some new stuff now, you know, new material and stuff like that. And things have been real good. You know, Curtis and myself, Jimmy and Curtis, we have new material out that's been doing very well for us.
Very well.
It's a funny thing how this thing happened with Cadillac Chronicles. We started off with 200. Curtis, am I right? We had 200
Our personal
followers.
page, it was
Yeah,
200.
200.
200.
And when the Cadillac Chronicles came out, before we knew it, it was 2,000.
And it's still climbing.
And it's still climbing. I said, that's unreal. You know what I mean? For that to be happening. But, hey, like I said before, I am just happy, man, about everything, that's going on with Curtis and
Yes,
myself.
it's a lot
Yeah.
going on now. We got Trinidad. We're collaborating with him on a song. We're finishing it up now.
Trinidad
And
James.
Trinidad
Yeah,
James. We're doing
nice.
that.
And he's going to come in, and we're going to do Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody with him. We're going to be doing a song with Trap.
With
We got
Trap,
another song.
with Dad.
Trinidad's doing that.
Oh, well,
Yeah, Trinidad's doing that.
okay, Trinidad doing, that's right, doing Dad.
Okay. Doing
And,
Daz with
uh,
Trinidad. Got you.
And then we got Zoe that we're going to be doing Ola Ola A. He's going to do that. And also, Jimmy and myself, we did a song with Sleepy. We got a
Right.
song that Jimmy and I and Sleepy did
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
already ready. It's going to be on our, I don't know, we got 3 projects. We got Brick, we got Ripple, and we got Jimmy and Curtis. Now, we
Right.
don't know which one we're going to put it on, but it's going to be on one of them.
Well, you're
Okay,
right.
okay.
Very, 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 very nice song.
Yeah.
Smooth. It sounds like something Sleepy would be doing.
Right.
And we laid it. We wasn't playing.
I like
right now, Shotgun is doing real good from us, from Junior Walker back in the day. We have that out, and we have Drive Me Crazy, the
Yeah.
song called Drive Me Crazy. It's been doing very well, too. So, we just happy about having music out, man.
Yeah.
And
Y'all-
working, that's the main thing.
Y'all are staying busy. Yeah, we recently interviewed Brian Freeman. In the past, we've interviewed Cadillac. Cadillac. We've interviewed Trinidad James as well. But I saw you and Curtis on Cadillac Chronicles, all up in the El Dorado, showing the world why we should continue putting respect on your names. How was that experience, riding in the caddy, doing your classics?
Man, one of the first things that I said, being on, I said, man, thank you, Jesus. This is a feeling to be
Yeah.
riding in the Cadillac and having this, ain't gonna hurt nobody to sing. And man, look at it. That was great.
Everybody was stopping. And
Oh, yeah, on
we
the
had
street.
a big bus. The model bus stopped. Rolled the window
What is
down.
that? They're checking it out, man. I mean, that feeling
Yeah.
was just great.
It was great.
That was a
Yeah.
great thing to do that. You know what I mean?
And then he interviewed us.
Oh,
He
yeah.
started-
Yeah.
He started talking to us, and we got a chance to say a lot. We did the songs, and it was a great experience. I mean, because that was a young kid thing. We saw the Isley Brothers on there, and we said, well, okay. And then ATL on Fire said, let's get you on there. And I said, for what? That's for kids. That's what I told her. And we got on there, and it went viral.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was
And so-
that killed me. I
you
said,
forgot you
wow.
was a legend, sir.
Hey,
You forgot.
Well, again, Jimmy and I don't look at ourselves as legends.
No, we don't.
We
man.
really don't.
I mean,
we
really don't. I always just take me as being Jimmy.
I'm
You know what I
Kurt.
mean? I enjoy doing that, and I enjoy playing music, man. And and all that other stuff of being a legend. And well, I guess I am a legend being 80. But
Yes, sir.
A
You-
being
you-
80
living legend.
years old and then have this music out like that. Well, I guess
Yeah, you
But,
two are walking superheroes, sir.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much too. And Curtis the same way. We, both of us, man.
Yeah, we
We're just happy to be out here and play with, for people and make them happy on stage. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Oh, we back into that again. All right, what I mean? That's it. That happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I watched you guys in the Cadillac, and as you were performing that song specifically, I saw the looks on your faces. I saw the joy that was amplifying as you were performing it.
Yes.
I could see that you two were really enjoying the moment.
Yes.
And as a result of it, I enjoyed it even more because I can't look at that video without smiling, without thinking about my own upbringing.
That's what I'm saying. So you come up with that. Yeah.
You are still bringing
Yeah.
a lot of joy to the world,
world.
and
That's
I
beautiful.
and when I saw you on Cadillac Chronicles, I just said, yes, that makes so much sense. And you two look like you were having an absolute
man, we was having a great
ball.
time.
We
on
did.
that, man.
We had a great
because
time.
see, it was fun too because of the fact you riding down the street, right, and you got people on this, walking That's it. You ain't gonna. Oh, they just start jamming on the street. Oh, hey, you know what I mean? So it makes you happy.
That's what music is all about.
That's what it's all about.
That
man.
is
That's
what music is
happiness,
all
man.
about right
That's
there.
what
You
music
guys
is.
absolutely encapsulated that. So, sir, you've got a your own day in Savannah, if I'm not mistaken. August 12th, if I'm not mistaken, is Jimmy
No,
Big Brother?
that's the National Funk Day.
That's
Oh, it's not.
No.
What you did? Just
It's in Savannah.
Yeah.
Stay in Savannah.
Okay, so
you get-
actually,
I get corrected.
Let's go.
So-
Help me
so-
out. Help me out.
all right, let's go. Okay, here's what's actually going on. In Savannah, Georgia, that's my hometown.
That's what I heard.
Right. And so I got a proclamation. What was that, last month? I got a proclamation from there.
Okay.
So, that was wonderful for them. And now they naming a street
Oh,
in Savannah. But in Savannah, they don't call me Jimmy Brown.
okay.
They call me Jimmy Lord Brown.
Okay.
So what they're saying, they're going to get the street. They call it Jimmy Lord Brown Avenue or whatever. You know what I mean? So I say that's just a wonderful thing. I mean, I would never dream of stuff like this, man. You know what
That's
I mean?
amazing.
And so, like I said before, I'm just happy, man.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's just
Yeah,
one.
man.
We got a National Funk Day from Governor Kemp. What day is that? Joey?
August 21st.
August
Yeah, August
21st.
So it's in the same month. So the other one's August 12th, and
Yeah,
this is
that's
also
why I
okay. So
got
you
it
got 2
confused.
days in the same month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then we got a Lifetime Achievement Award
From the president.
from Biden.
Yeah, both of us from the president.
Both of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
we got
So y'all
that.
getting all of the flowers from
So,
all the different directions.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
getting all.
That's what I'm
they
talking
yeah,
about.
And in the different cities, we got cities that's coming up right now that we'll be getting awards in
Yeah, we got more
Carolina.
awards coming up.
So
They're showing love.
it's showing love, man.
I want y'all to go around and collect all them flowers.
That's right. I'm
All
going,
of 'em.
just love, yeah.
And you deserve them. You
Collect
deserve them. Now, in that same vein or whatever, I heard there's a documentary, potentially in
Yeah, we're
playing.
working on a documentary. We're doing it as a collaboration. It's ATL on Fire, and then Jimmy Curtis. We got a management company which Jackie is involved in. She's helping this young lady right here. What's the name of your company, sweetheart?
The RE agency.
The
The RE agency.
Iron Agency. This is our team now,
Shout out to
and
y'all.
it's a strong team.
Real
That's what
strong
we
team.
needed all the time. Is a strong team. Now we got a team. They bounce off each other. If one can't do it, the other one can. There's no jealousy, and we got a good booking agency now. Funny thing about it, they all women. Lord have mercy.
Well,
You
that
know
means
what
you're that means that you're in good hands, sir.
Oh yeah, you're in good hands.
That means
man.
you're good to
Good
go.
hands.
I'm saying, it's good. Yeah,
Listen,
it's well to go, man.
this represents that right
Yeah,
there, from which we came.
Yeah.
So
Come
I
on,
understand.
Come on. So we really feel good about the direction of our career now because we got the right people in the right places. And if you don't have that, you just spinning your
Yeah,
wheels.
it ain't
You
gonna
gotta
happen.
have that.
You got to have some good people.
And so we
Right.
feel like we put a team together. Finally, boy, Jimmy and I have been through it the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been rough,
It's been tough.
but we got what you call faith.
yeah.
God will take you to it. He gonna see you through it.
And make things
God
happen
will
for
plant
you,
the
man.
field, but you
Every
got to
time.
work it every time. And when
Every
you learn
time.
that, the sky is the limit.
I mean, it is the limit because I have seen some things, and I wondered about it, but I know they all have been free. Everything that has been happening to me, that's been coming into me, has been free to me, and making everything happen for me and Curtis.
Yeah.
The same thing has been happening. He has been bringing, when I say he, I'm talking about the Lord.
The Lord.
Right.
The Lord has been bringing us some things for us to make things happen for us. And we didn't know how it was going to come. But I had that feeling that he was going to do this. And sure enough, it's been done.
Being here today, I didn't even know it was gonna happen. And she told me the story of how we got here, And I'm saying, dang, Jimmy, we getting ready to go where? And Jimmy and I looking at it and said, let's go. And now we're down here. And the good thing about it is when we get down here, the personalities in this room, we're compatible. It's
Everybody in
easy
this room,
talking with
to
you.
everybody in
No
there.
egos, none of that.
None of
No,
that.
not
kind
at
of
all.
all
Nothing
in
but
here
respect,
free
sir.
to-
No, we're having a good time.
Yeah, having a good time. And that's what it's about, man.
That's what it is, man.
That's what
if
it
you
is.
can get that, you got it.
You got it.
That's
I
what
agree.
life is about, man.
I agree, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Now, outside of your son and other noteworthy, groups like Outkast, shout out to them. Do you guys listen to any of the new music of this era? And in general, how do you feel about the music of this particular era?
Well, my main thing about music is the young boys thinking about beats.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to put a beat and maybe put a little line or something behind it,
Mm-hmm.
but and rap on it. So that's what I really get out of rap. I don't get a whole lot out of it. Some rap songs I like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But basically, my thing is what I do is I listen to my old school thing. Okay, where I come from and how I write music, how I create. I'm still into that. But all at the same time, I'm listening to the new stuff too now. You know what I mean? I'm
You
doing
got
that.
to.
Yeah, I have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because what my boy?
Luke.
No, not Luke. The fellow that we're with right now.
Oh, Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad.
Trinidad James.
I look at Trinidad. What Trinidad is? Trinidad raps, but Trinidad is a musician.
Yes, he is.
He can play and
He can
so
play and do it.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm listening all the time to that too.
And with the new music for Jimmy and I, we got that old feel. We got a young producer that kind of brings it a little bit more in, but we don't let him take it too far because we want to stay in our genre of music.
Right.
And also, Jimmy and I came from the time when they were writing songs, they were writing about real life experiences. They wasn't going around talking about shooting and killing and calling women out their name. I mean, I say out their name. And it's been said so much they're brainwashed now.
Yeah.
But the women are accepting words that if you would have said that 50 years ago, it would have been a fight. Straight up.
Yeah.
But they don't say it.
But they
it's
don't
different.
think they
Yeah.
accept it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
hard for me to understand why someone would want to be disrespected like that. But
Yeah.
to them, it's not disrespect.
But everything is so different now, man.
Different.
We did down in Savannah. We went to Savannah. We went to the Orange Crush.
Orange Crush. Whew,
Okay.
that was different.
No, but young people was there,
And they didn't have nothing on.
and they didn't have nothing on, man. It was it was so deep.
I'm talking
I'm
about,
telling you,
man,
I
what
couldn't
the-
believe that, man. I mean, really, I couldn't. But I said, wait a minute now. But
Me and
they
Jimmy
didn't
sitting
care.
there
They didn't care
saying
nothing about it, and they was having a good time.
they was having a good time.
And I mean, just out there, man. And so it's totally, I know everything is different.
It's different, and we had to we have to accept that when we go in these different rooms and play. Jimmy is so blessed. I am too, but Jimmy has got some blessings on him that's unreal. The man plays 5 different horns, and he sounds like every horn. He does that. When we go in, I handle a lot of the talking to people and setting up gigs and dealing with these women. I mean, I do that.
And he's a great keyboard player.
Oh yeah, I play too now.
Okay, he's a great
But
keyboard player playing with with the two.
This
Gotcha.
man can
Yeah.
read a room. When we go in there, I say, okay, Jimmy, I don't say nothing about the selection of tunes. We go in, I let him choose it all. He'll look at the room. 10 minutes after he done looked at it, oh, we got him. And it's like that every single day. People look at us like a lot of times we don't have the girls with us. It's just him and I.
Mhm.
And we go in and they look at us like, what are you, what they getting ready to do? And then we'll start playing and they'll just be kind of looking. And they'll
Wait a
get
minute,
puzzled
wait a
looking.
minute. So you-
They enjoy it. Then all of a sudden, some kind of way to get out
Yeah.
that ola, ola, eh, It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Then I look at us and say, now I know why y'all sound so good.
Now I know
Jimmy and I
what
the
it is.
same people, the same person that was playing before
that's
they
deep,
knew
man.
that.
I'll tell you, it's
Yeah.
funny, man. It
And
really
then
is.
after we say that, then they just open up then. I don't care
man, I mean-
what we do,
Yeah,
they gonna be in the boots on the ground.
yeah.
Or
Whatever we play, man.
whatever we play, because when we go to the Brick Show, we do brick tunes.
Right.
But when we go to Jimmy and Curtis show, we do
we do
all
jazz. We do a whole lot of stuff.
be all
we
over
play
all
jazz
over.
and other, other parts of music.
Jimmy do Louis Armstrong.
I do-
I think he
yeah.
better than Louis.
So, yeah. Jabba-da-dabbo. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, at 80 years old, you kind of mastered a few things, sir. So that makes sense. That makes sense.
So we've
Yeah.
been blessed with our history, with how him and I had to stay together as a duo. Because you got to remember, those years, the genre of music changed about every 10 years, and so
Yeah,
for Jimmy and I to stay where we could go play, we had to learn. We used to do Doing the Butt, Just Got Paid, all them songs. We had to know all of them
Yeah.
in order to go in them rooms. Man, our folks are something else.
Yeah.
You got to know you got to know the songs. And so with us doing that, so when we go in and deal with playing now, it's nothing for us to just go in there and say, oh, it's this kind of crowd, let's do this one.
Right, we know,
She's a bad mama jamma.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what they
September, Earth,
want.
Wind, and Fire. We know all those
We
songs.
know all the
but
songs, yeah.
They want to hear Brick.
Yeah,
If they know we Brick, they want to hear Brick.
They want to hear Brick.
And when we
Yeah.
start them, first thing they're going to do is what? The Soul Train line.
Yep. If that's what they want.
That's
Jump
what
into
they
that
want.
soul.
They're going to do the Soul Train
Yeah,
line.
yeah, goodness. Man, and when you play it in the boots, you clap,
Oh, yeah.
clap with the
Boots
fans.
on the ground.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where them
Yeah.
fans at?
Yeah, where the fans
Where them
at?
fans at? They clapping them, boy.
And we just have a good time with
Yeah,
music.
we have a good time, man.
That's
You
all.
know.
And that's really what it's all about. You guys kind of answered it already, but I was going to ask you, how you just kind of felt about the culture of music now, because you've got streaming and even shows are different in
yeah.
terms
Oh,
of
yeah.
how it's expressed and how
Yeah.
people perform music in comparison to the era that you guys came in. Like, for instance, you said that Jimmy studies the room and, kind of sees the environment of what's going
environment
on,
of the
and then
people.
figures out, okay, we're going to go
right.
with these
Yeah,
songs and this
but that's
tempo
it.
and all of that like that. And that's
Right.
and that's a masterful work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
someone who is seasoned as an
and
entertainer.
see what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
get
they-
that or whatever. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of artists now who do not have that, I call, musical sixth sense that
Mm-hmm.
you have and that you two have cultivated over the decades you've been a part of that or whatever. But, now when you walk in those particular rooms and have to kind of deal with that generational gap
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
with that, you having the ability to be able to bend your sounds and your history into that and still entertain, I think
Right.
that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Because it's rough when you get up there and you lose faith in that entertainment for that night. We have been in places, and Jimmy and I, we bounce off each other, and DJs are hot now. So we'll go in there and we'll play. Then the DJ will come up and we'll play, and the DJ got them hopping, and we got to go back up there. I said, dang, man. Jimmy said, let's go bust them.
I mean, that's it.
I said, okay, let's go.
Right. I mean, you got the DJ. The DJ is real hot. He making them real
Burning
real
them
hot.
up.
But that's what I'm saying. So Curtis thinks, well, man, maybe I said, no, let's go up there.
Let's go
And sure
bust.
enough, we go up there, and when we hit, they jamming. And
Yeah.
that's
So
it.
y'all still got the band and everything.
Oh, we
as
got
well.
a band.
yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah.
that, because
Yeah.
I'm wondering right now, y'all looking at the DJs, but y'all like, okay, I got this band. Okay, I want all the
we
smoke.
bang, yeah.
But see, when a lot of that happens now, it'll be just Jimmy and I, just the two of us. And Jimmy would call a song, and when we first started this, it wasn't all the tracks and all that. We had a drum machine. I was playing bass and keys, and he was playing horns.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy would say, "Do this song." I would hit it. I had to establish the groove. It might be in 10 seconds, or it might take 45 seconds. But when we see them feet start tapping out there, then we know, oh, I got them now. Let's go.
I got them going now.
And when we hit that, Jimmy come in and hit it, it's over.
We got it going. We know.
But you have to
got the
learn.
feel. Yeah, you have to know.
You have to
Know what
learn
they
that.
want.
You have to know what they
You know,
want.
I mean, because people, you know, I can walk in a room and it'd be a crowd of people in there, and that's it. So I might say, well, okay, I'm gonna play something a little slow,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just to check them out. Then from there I go a little higher or something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you know it, I got them jamming.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
And that's how you
feel
do it. You got to
That's
go
how you gotta
in there
feel them all the way.
and
That's
feel
it.
them.
Feel
And
them.
then we both sing.
That's right.
So
Both of us sing.
sometimes we'll do a lot of instrumentals, and sometimes we say, "Wait a minute, let's do yearning."
Yeah.
Or let's then we got some ballads that we do that are originals,
Mhm.
and when we hit them, they're easy friendly to sing, and that's the trick to a ballad.
Yeah.
You got to be able to do something that any and everybody can sing and relate to.
Yeah.
And we got two great ones. And Jimmy, hey brother, congratulations! You've become one heck of a lead singer. He didn't have to lead the kind of lead that he's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was already good, but we added the two females, and now he really gets to sit back and
get the chance to
and
sing.
get a chance to sing.
Right.
Because he used to have to come back and help me do the background. 'Cause
background.
I'm playing and singing, and now we got it on the tracks, but you got to double it. You got to get up there where it feels live, looks live. So with the two females now, we get up there, they're helping me with the background, so Jimmy doesn't have to jump out of that lead position.
Yeah.
where
Right.
he's leading
I
the
can
song.
sing lead more so when you got the right background behind you. I can sing lead. But before, I couldn't really do it because I had to sing along with Curtis.
Trying to do the harmony
Yeah,
and
do
all
the
of that as
harmony and
well.
all that kind of-
Yeah.
But the girls being back there,
Oh, it makes
could-
it.
yeah.
For us,
yeah.
the fact their support for us, they do two things for us. They give us the notes that we need, and they give the excitement on the stage.
On stage.
Because I'm 74, Jimmy's 80. It's only so much we can do.
Yeah.
But them girls don't be playing.
They
They
never
be
do.
up there. They be up there.
They up there singing and moving.
And you women are in now. You know, and when you got them up there, now them women respect what we did. We could have all dudes up there,
Yeah.
but women just gravitate toward women. And with us having that going, now we're comfortable. We getting ready to show out.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
Just show it out. Huh?
I love it. Well, I could sit back and talk with you, gentlemen,
Hey, man, I
all
enjoy
day,
it, man.
all
I
the
enjoy
time,
it, man.
because there's so much history, and
Yeah,
I have
it's
so
fun,
much
man.
respect for what y'all brought to the table. So, my last question before I let y'all get back on y'all legendary journey, what advice would you give up and coming artists or established artists to do to reach the level of timeless classics, to reach the level of understanding, and just in general to be on the same wavelength that you two have been able to establish all these years? Like, what advice would you give artists as to what they need to do to be timeless legends?
I would say, first of all, number one, you have to believe in yourself. Okay, that's one of the main things that you must do. If you, I came from a musical family. You know, like keyboards and everything was around me. My aunts and all of them. I came up as a child around that. But the main thing is, believe in the music. Once you get in there, study and learn about the music. If you love it, stick in there and study, and things will happen for you. But you got to be true about it, and you love it. If you love it, you stick with it, and that's what you want to do. You want to stick with what you got to do. Believe in what you're doing, and the things will happen for you.
Absolutely.
And believe, number one, out of all the things in life, I keep God around me. Everything that's happened with me, I keep him, and he's been making things happen for me. I can look at my life from all the way through. I always had him with me. And I believe, if you believe in him, things will happen for you.
The same with me. God is number one. He's
That's
gonna,
it.
like I said, if he take you to it, he's gonna see you through it.
That's
You
right.
can never lose your faith
Mm.
because the bigger the blessing, the bigger the devil.
That's right.
And I'm like Jimmy. I had a musical family,
Mhm.
and music was in my ears. My brother played with the legendary Jimmy Smith, the organist. My brother's a drummer, passed away, but he's young,
Mhm.
and he played with me and Jimmy.
Yeah, he played well.
And but the thing is, you can never give up
Mm.
because people are always going to come in and tell you how they think you can do it better than what you're doing it. They're always going to do that. And so you can listen to them and don't have closed ears. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's in your heart. Because when you're doing that, to give it 100% is easy. But to give 100% to somebody else's idea is just not as easy. Now, Jimmy and I will do that. But when we get into Jimmy and Curtis, that's when we make our best music. So I just tell people, believe in yourself. Know the music business so you don't get beat out of your money. Everybody knows that. But you can't be to the point where you don't trust nobody. Because
Yeah.
when you do that, you ain't going nowhere.
That's right. You got to trust somebody.
You got to trust somebody now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, in the music business, we know it's full of a bunch of snakes. But you got to, God will kill them snakes. So get out there and go to work
That's right.
and believe.
That's right. That's what it
That's
is.
all you got to do.
Yeah.
We gonna leave that right there, gentlemen.
All right.
In terms of that, we gonna let y'all do what you do. We appreciate y'all and everything you brought to the culture. We
Okay.
wishing you both more life,
Thank you.
more joy,
Thank
and
you.
of course continued success on impacting the lives and entertaining the masses. If you could, can you let us know where to find you in terms of your platforms and of course anything else you might have coming up?
Well, you want to say it, you want to say it, because that's our elephant
social,
over
yeah,
there.
our social.
JimmyandCurtis.com.
Jimmy and
JimmyandCurtis.com.
Jimmy and Curtis on Instagram.
Jimmy and Curtis on Instagram.
Okay.
You see, our team is-
JimmyandCurtis.com and Jimmy and Curtis on Instagram. Is that
That's
correct?
right.
Okay, we want to make sure that people are able to tap in. Of course, if you have not seen the Cadillac Chronicles
Hey,
with
come
these two wonderful gentlemen jamming in that caddy, giving it all up in the El Dorado, you want to make sure that you also
Yeah,
tap
check that
in as
out.
well
Yeah.
right there. Well, listen, it has been more than a pleasure
Oh, man,
hanging
pleasure
out
for
with you
us,
two
man.
legends. I can't wait to see and hear more because I have a feeling y'all are going to be around
Yeah.
doing what you're
That's
going to do,
okay.
and I'm going to be
Okay.
tapped in with you right now. Well, listen, Jimmy Brown, Curtis Reynolds from the legendary group Brick, and as well as Jimmy and Curtis, you have now officially been checked in with Hip Hop United. Let's go.
All
Let's go.
right. Thank you.
knock them down. Let's go.
So we go